Hi friends, this is Carolyn Snelling, author of the book Christ's Cake. With Christmas drawing so close, I thought it'd be kind of fun to read the story to you. That way you could listen to it over and over again before Christmas. Let's start. I love my birthday, Jackson said to his mommy. Today was Jackson's 5th birthday. As he dressed for school, he looked forward to his exciting day. His mommy, daddy, grandparents, and friends from the Sunshine Christian Academy planned to have cake and sing songs. Maybe there'd be some presents. His teacher, Mrs. Brown, would be there too. Jackson loved her very much. She gave him a hug every day. I love your birthday too, said Jackson's mommy. Guess who celebrates his birthday next month on December 25th, she asked. Jesus, Jackson answered. That's right. Did Mrs. Brown teach you that? She asked. Yep, and she also said he didn't have any cake. That's right, too. No cake? Jackson cried out. Who has a birthday without cake? His mommy explained that we celebrate the birth of Jesus each year with Christmas presents for ourselves, but few people I know make Jesus a birthday cake. Jackson looked at her with tears in his eyes and said, I want to make him a cake for his birthday, Mommy. Is that okay? Okay, she said. That's a very nice idea. She wondered if he would remember what he said as Jesus' birthday got closer. Well, Jackson had lots of fun on his birthday. There were presents, pony rides, and even a big cake in the shape of a baseball. Cool. It stayed warm in Arizona, but as the weeks passed, December 25th grew closer. The children at Jackson's school practiced a Christmas play about Jesus. All of the parents, teachers, and family members would come to watch them. Mrs. Brown asked Jackson to be an angel in the play. She explained that angels told Mary and Joseph that Jesus would be born. Well, Jackson knew that this would be a very important part in the play. He couldn't wait for his mommy to come and pick him up from school so he could tell her. But when he saw her, he ran to tell her, but he tripped and fell on the floor. He forgot why he had been running and started to cry. His arm hurt. He cried so hard that his mommy had to take him to the doctor. Oh, no. Jackson's daddy met them at the doctor's office. The doctor said that Jackson had a broken arm, so she put a cast on it so that it would heal. The bright blue cast felt really strange. That night, Jackson felt so tired, he went right to sleep when his parents tucked him in. Jackson started to dream. In his dream, he floated on a great sea. Other people floated by him. Each person sat on top of a huge cake. Each cake was a different height. Jackson looked down. The first layer of his cake was shaped like the number 1. The second layer looked like a red fire engine, and the third layer looked like a green dinosaur. The fourth layer was the yellow truck from his cake last year. He remembered. The fifth layer looked like his baseball cake with a blue bandage on the seam. In his dream, Jackson sat on top of the baseball. Well, when Jackson looked up, Jesus Christ stood right there in front of him. Hi, Jesus, Jackson shouted. Look, I'm sitting on my 5th birthday cake. Yes, and all your other cakes since your first birthday, said Jesus. Why does my baseball cake have a blue bandage on it, Jesus? Jackson asked. It shows me that you fell and broke your arm, he said. You know about that? Jackson asked. I know everything about you, Jackson. I've watched you every day of your life. I know how many hairs are on your head, and I care about every one of your tears. Do you know this for everyone? Jackson asked. Yes, Jackson, I do. Just then, Jackson thought about his school play. Oh, no. I can't be an angel in the play with my broken arm. Yes, you can, said Jesus. Well, I don't remember Mrs. Brown saying anything about angels with broken arms, said Jackson. Do you want to be an angel in the play? Asked Jesus. Yes, I do, very much. I get to tell everyone you're going to be born. Then you'll be a wonderful angel with a blue cast. No matter what happens in your life, Jackson, Jesus continued, I will always love you. I hope you'll love me too. You mean you still love me even if I'm hurt and I'm not a perfect angel? Asked Jackson. I love you all the time, especially when you are hurting. You are a perfect angel in my eyes. Wake up now and have a joyful life. And remember, Jackson, that I love you always. When Jackson woke up the next morning, he told his parents what Jesus said. I want to make him that cake now, Jackson told them. Okay, what kind of cake? His parents asked. Well, Jackson said, he really likes cakes, so I want to make him one that says, Happy Birthday, Jesus. Jackson, the angel, loves you. Let's make it chocolate and shaped like a heart. Well, that night, his parents helped Jackson make the cake just as he wanted. His daddy greased the heart-shaped cake pan, his mommy made the batter, and Jackson got to lick the spoons. They all watched as it baked in the oven. After it cooled, Jackson asked his daddy to write on the cake with green frosting. Well, the very next day, Jackson took the cake to his class to show Mrs. Brown. She loved it and said it was a great way to get ready for the Christmas play. So, Jackson, his friends, and Mrs. Brown sang the happy birthday song to Jesus, and then they ate the cake. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Jesus, happy birthday to you. 2 weeks later, Jackson put on his angel costume for the Christmas play. Jackson saw his bright blue cast and remembered his talk with Jesus. He walked onto the stage, happy to tell everyone that Jesus would be born soon. But oh no! Jackson forgot the words he was supposed to say. In his loudest voice, he shouted, I made Jesus a chocolate heart cake. The audience cheered. Yay, Jackson! Jackson knelt beside his bed to pray that night after the play. He asked his parents, guess what? What is it, precious angel? They asked. I love Jesus' birthday more than my own. He loves me all the time, even though I'm not a perfect angel. And you know the best part of all, he asked? I made my first cake for Christ. Wouldn't it be great if other boys and girls made him a cake too? I think he'd like that very much. His parents smiled as Jackson said his prayers. They tucked him in bed, kissed him good night, and turned to leave his room. Jackson asked sleepily, what do you think Christ's cake should be next year? Jackson's daddy said, I don't know, but we know you'll think of something that he will love. The end. Hey friends, it's now time for you to color your own birthday cake for Jesus. Here's one for you that your mommy and daddy can download. It says, Happy Birthday, Jesus, and you can color it. You can put stickers on it. You can do whatever you want to say Happy Birthday to Jesus. And remember to sing him the Happy Birthday song. Oh, and also, there's a picture of a nativity that you can also draw as well. You can ask your mommy and daddy to download this for you too. And maybe think about reading the Bible verse, Luke 2:10. that talks about Jesus' birth. Thanks so much for listening to Christ's Cake, and Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday, Jesus.